Hello everyone and welcome to CGSP Reports. I am Njenga Hakina, CGSP's Africa Climate Editor in Nairobi. Now, Kenya's burgeoning tech landscape has witnessed the presence and participation of Chinese giants like Huawei in various fields such as telecoms and education. But on a smaller scale, a unique collaboration is taking place in the heart of Mombasa, bridging a tech knowledge gap in the East African country best known by its Silicon Savannah moniker in technology spaces. However, red tape and bureaucracy threaten the sector from growing fast enough to match the demand for products and services that technology can offer. One entrepreneur trying to navigate this sticky mess is Jasin Owili, the CEO of Afribot Robotics. He has joined forces with Chinese tech experts in STEM+A, an academic branch that involves science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and arts. He joins me now to explain his journey and the need for STEM+A skills in a developing country like Kenya and many other African countries. So first off, Jason, how is it that you decided to work with the Chinese to develop the STEM sector in Kenya?
Great, thank you so much. Yeah, so we were looking for a manufacturer to help us mass produce our robots, because we've been designing robotic kits, the Afribot series, education series. We had a product of Afribot Run, we had now Afribot Rabbit, which was more cost effective and also rich in functions. So we reached out to local manufacturers and the quote was way beyond our budget, and we tried to explore different other African countries, but then unfortunately we didn't find any other manufacturer outside Kenya. So we met a partner in China, Flexu Electronics, and we were able to produce our robots at a very competitive price. Then over time, we also realized that we needed to add more effort on curriculum, because you see these robots, we built them for the teachers, teachers to use them in teaching STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And at the core of education is a rich curricula. So that was a challenge, and within that time now we sorted now where else can we get someone who has a very good experience in the STEM space and also with education in general to help us shape this curriculum. So in the process of trying to find someone who can help us do that, we met Joint Max Digital with close to two decades experience in STEM education. They've rolled products in different continents, and they had not gotten to the African market. So to us, this was an opportunity for collaboration, and since then, yes, we tested their products. We gave them areas we need to adjust for it to fit well with Africa, case study Kenya. And then from then we've been working together. So that's how we got to the partnership.
And when you speak about pricing discrepancies, the Kenyan quote and the Chinese quote, probably you can give us the kind of variation, because it could be double, it could be 3/4 of. How much of a price difference was there between your Kenyan supplier, potential back then, and the Chinese supplier now?
Yes, so for that particular kit, the Afribot Rabbit, the Chinese was willing to produce for us 10 pieces at $20. That is, then we do the rest of the processes here locally. That is producing the PCB. And then the local manufacturer in Kenya was willing to do the same, but now at $400.
Wow.
Yes.
more than 200%
yes.
In price variation. And so this is why sometimes it becomes easier to work with Chinese. But also we understand that in China, the economies of scale do make sense.
Yeah.
And when you look and when we are talking about working with the Chinese, to a large extent, in Kenya, it's all about importation of stuff. And in technology, we know there is collaboration with universities, like what you are doing in terms of STEM, and also building other kits whereby you are going to automate systems and things like that. When we talk about working with the Chinese, to a large extent, it's about imports to Kenya and many other African countries. Any kind of technology transfer is mainly with big companies and universities or research institutions. But Jason and his team are in a niche that is equipping Kenyan children for the shift to an AI economy. How much hardware do you import from China, and how much is made locally?
Yes, so for us, we do import. Some are already ready to integrate solutions, like our partnership with Joint Max Digital. So they work closely with our research team. We give them feedback. We work on them together before we introduce a new product to the market. Then with the other partner, Flexu, so we are in control of everything. We do our designs locally, we do our curriculums locally, and then we just outsource the production.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when it comes to software, because robots cannot run without the software, is there a percentage that is Chinese and a percentage that is local, or do you just get these kits and then feed them your own software?
Okay. Yeah, so for the educational kits, we did customize the platform that we're using. In fact, there is one of the platforms that we introduced, Kiswahili. So kids are able to program robots using their first language. So of which with that we had so many kids, most of from the slums, because they are already fluent in Kiswahili. So programming a robot, giving robot instructions in their local language was a plug and play. So again, this is something we developed in partnership with our Chinese partner. Yes.
And software don't come cheap. So how much of a budget cost is that for you, knowing that there is some aspect that is Chinese?
Yes. So for us, you see, we were working together, and working together, this is a partnership. So partnerships, meaningful partnerships are always a win-win. So there's that thing that you're giving, and also that I'm taking. So with our partnership with Chinese, we didn't actually pay for the software, because at the end of the day, the main goal for us is to empower the future innovator. We want to help as many kids, regardless of their background, to get into tech. So if we can lower the price of this equipment and lower close to zero the price of the software, so after school maybe has just bought the equipment, we give them the software for free.
Okay.
Yes.
So how has the collaboration between the Chinese and yourself as the Kenyan robotics team been, and how has it influenced the development of educational, programs in local institutions and also for the local economy? Because looking at the future, STEM, which is the sciences, the math, and technology and stuff like that, will be very critical. And then incorporating the aspect of artificial intelligence. So how much is the impact that you guys are experiencing in this?
Now, I really appreciate our partnership with the Chinese, and there are other more companies that we are looking to partner with to enhance STEM. Recently, 4 weeks ago, we trained a total of 108 teachers across Africa virtually. Remember, these learners, these teachers, they're going to impact millions of learners with the tools and the knowledge that they have gained from our training. And we're looking to do more training to educators, so they're able to prepare their learners for the future. So if you look at the quality of the training, the quality of service, and even the products we are getting from China, and the price, it's way much ahead from the other products that maybe come from other countries that maybe can do close to the same. Yeah, so I can say our partnership, yes, is doing well. We are having a lot of impact on the ground. Actually, through our partnership with the Chinese, we've been able to do CSR. Remember, Afribot, we are not a big company, but we've been able to also support NGOs. We've been able to partner with CBOs and also support centers. Like there's a program we are running at American Center in Mombasa, American Space. We are helping youths and kids in learning STEM. So we set up. Already they have 3D printers and computers, so we gave them the robots, gave them the curriculum, gave them the software, gave them the trainer, and we've opened that center for free for anyone around there to walk in anytime to learn technology. So I can say the impact is huge, and looking at the future, I feel like yes, this is really scalable.
And it is interesting that it is an aspect of Chinese technology in an American embassy. So, it just makes a lot of sense that in the technology world, you cannot enforce, political borders or, political inflections and feelings and emotions. It has to be open for it to work for everyone. Kenya's business environment is currently very unstable due to the economic policies being implemented now, including the taxation regime. This affects innovators like Jason and his Chinese partners.
So for us, we've been working closely with the local governments, just trying to maneuver within just what is allowed. I remember there's a project that we were doing for drones, a drone for spraying, and we had built a massive drone, and now due to the regulations, we are not able to actually take it to the farmer, to the end user. And the other question now when it comes to STEM is, how do we help learners, K-12, primary and high school, understand the concepts of like aviation? How do we prepare students who will be able to take courses like aeronautical engineering, who will venture into engineering for space in future? So for us, we've been able to introduce aerial robots. So these are robots that you can transform to learn different concepts of aviation, of different concepts of aeronautical engineering. So we work with our partners to come up with a cage, a custom cage, so that the drones, they don't have to fly within, they have to fly just within the allowed limits, and even the weight, they just have to fly within the weight is actually the recommended for those who are just hobbyists. And also the other challenge is now you see for learners, for those who are interested in a professional, say drone pilot, they also need some license, so they are limited to where they can fly. So there are so many other challenges besides the drone bit in terms of, when if you look at the cybersecurity, there are so many laws that are coming up, which are kind of, yes, they are safeguarding, but to the other end is trying to limit what you can achieve in terms of learning. So we hope by working with the local governments, by working with other partners, NGOs, we'll be able to air our voices, channel our voices and complaints to the right channels, and we'll be able to have a long-lasting solution when it comes to the policy making.
All right, and I know you have mentioned also that you do retrofitting for equipment, automation and things like that. So in what sectors are these? I know automation is in factories. I'm making that assumption. You've also mentioned about helping sort fruits like avocados, and also like the sprayers and agricultural equipment, right? So most of this equipment, is it what is locally here already, or do you have to import, or do your clients have to import for you to automate them?
Yes.
And retrofit them?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so the other side of our business is automation. So we do work with different clients on different needs. And some of the projects we are doing is now retrofitting in partnership with the GFT. So
who is GFT?
GFT is a green fuels technology company. So they are focusing on providing eco-friendly solutions in the transport sector, and we are working together to build to eliminate, actually, to do away with the internal combustion engine,
The fossil fuels.
Yes, the fossil fuels, and ensure we do retrofitting that with a charge, just a single charge, you're able to actually do more with what you would achieve with internal combustion engine. So I can say it's still a research project that we are doing, but hopefully in the next coming months, maybe 2 months, it will be ready for use. And we're also working with the local manufacturers in food industry and other industries in automating their different processes. Now, for this kind of work, yes, it's a blend. There's the control unit that powers the whole thing. That one, we don't have the capacity of manufacturing it locally. We outsource most of that, but then the mechanical design, the gears, the conveyors, those ones we source the parts locally. And hopefully maybe one of the days we'll go to one of our clients and you tape that.
All right.
Yes.
And they are designed locally as well. So you
Designed
just send
locally.
out whatever needs to be manufactured
Yes.
outside. You send the designs and then...
And our requirements, and then they ship it to us.
All right. So Jason is into research and design, and as we have heard, AI is not just behind your comp, writing for you, generating stuff. It will also transcend, or it is transcending that. And now we have it in agriculture, we have it in education, we have it in many other aspects, and also climate change, because it's a big deal. You've heard about the things that he's doing, retrofitting engines so that they convert them from fossil fuel energy to renewable electric energy. So thank you very much, Jason, and we look forward to seeing what will happen with this STEM program, especially, and also in these other projects that you're in, because at the end of the day we are looking for energy, and it is freely available for us here in Africa. And so getting to experience this and to see if we can run vehicles and equipment without having to spend so much on as an input, energy as an input, then even everything else becomes much cheaper, right?
Yes.
Through hands-on training, shared expertise, and commitment to excellence, these trailblazers are not only enhancing Kenya's educational framework, but also laying the foundation for groundbreaking technological developments. We look forward to seeing how this Sino-Kenyan alliance is shaping the future of robotics, AI, and research, not only in Kenya, but also across the continent of Africa. Thank you for watching another edition of CGSP Reports. Be sure to join the discussion below, and of course, please subscribe and like us on all platforms to make sure you get all of the great China-Africa relations stories that CGSP produces for this channel. Again, my name is Njenga Hakina, and I will see you next time.